Welcome back, any and all. No, this is not our regular reading. Nope. This is actually food for thought. Food for thought. It's a warning, but it's food for thought. Right? The Lord has put forth his messengers, myself included, now for years. At least I'm going to say this was back in 2017 when the Lord first told me to tell them, get some food. Like when you go to the store and you buy a can of something and they had a sale, get an extra can or two. When you find a sale, get a few extras. Get some water, that kind of thing. And stay replenished. When the time was coming, and the Lord had warned us for years that there will be famine in the land, that there will be a shortage of stuff, and, these kind of things. He told us to prepare. It was coming down the line. We didn't know exactly when, but we knew that it was coming. The Lord kept warning us. And we would go forth and cry aloud and spare not. And we opened our mouths and said, well, thus said the Lord. And a lot of people laughed. They did this like they do in the days of Noah, when Noah was telling them to get in the ark, get in the ark. They did the same exact thing. And now, a lot of people still, even within the last year or so, when they saw people, saying things, other people from, the regular people that it wasn't even woke was saying, wait, these things are getting high, blah, 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 blah. Things are off the shelf. Everybody's still laughing and carrying on, living their regular life, just, everything gonna be good. And meanwhile, we had our lion, old Biden. Yes, I said him. Old Biden, because that's his name anyway. What do you mean by that? He ain't got no old in front. Yes, he do. You're a puppet. You're a puppet. He not speaking. When he speak, he ain't speaking for himself, and he not speaking by himself. Okay. Anyway, I digress on that one. I'm just going there. I'm going here to say this. When the stores at least had a decent amount of food on the shelves, you were supposed to get something out of there. A little can here, a little can extra there. You know what I'm saying? And now it's years down the line, and you go in the store now. I went in the store the other day myself, and, little mason jars that, little jars like Ball or Mason, when you have different names. Those little jars used to be like maybe $8.99, $9.99 for a set of 12. Well, I went the other day to the store and I saw something sitting in the aisle. They were here stacked up. They had them stacked up. And the sign over them, I said, oh, well, they got them out. Must be a sale. Oh, yeah. I went down over there and looked it up. On top, it said $19. I said, no, that's got to be an error. It has to be an error. So I go looking around, go to the shelf. Sure enough, $19. Those things have doubled in price. Doubled in price, I said. So when you stood by and you waited, you actually did a very disservice for yourself, because now you're going to pay double what you would have paid if you'd have got them when you were supposed to get them. The same thing with food. Everything is doubled up in the store. Everything, not necessarily everything doubled, but everything is high. And that includes the gas, that includes the food. And I'm talking about the convenience, the little stores, even the Dollar Tree store, where everything was $1. It's all $1.25, $3 in there, $5 in there. They're not $1 anymore. So, like they always said, the early bird gets the worm. Well, it seems like a lot of people are left out. Here's another thing. I know that the government was sending out those child care tax credit checks. He was giving out for free, so to speak. Well, people thought they were free, and they thought they would be ongoing, and then they came to a halt. Now, I hope when people were getting that quote-unquote free money, because we know ain't nothing free, right? Y'all already know that, right? When you were getting that money, I wonder, did the majority of you buy necessities with that money? Did it dawn on you to say, well, let me get some baby drinks milk. Let me get some extra, thing of milk. And, when you find that, especially you got little bitty ones that, that give sucking these days. I know you know the Bible. Yeah, Did you buy them extra cans of milk? Because I'm hearing that they're none to be found in certain places. You know, I'm hearing cat food is having a shortage and so forth. But I went in the store and I saw empty shelves. I saw a lot of empty shelves. All the crackers stuff was gone. The chips was gone. You know, the pasta. It was a lot of things that were missing in the store. And I'm like, maybe they're going to, you know, replenish in the morning. But see, I'm not sleeping. I pay attention when the Father speaks. And so I knew I knew that was coming. So when I go to the store now and I don't see the things that you know, normally be there, it's not a shock to me. Now it is quite, you know, a difference to see the prices. Like when I saw those jars, double the price, $19 for a set of 12 ounce jars. To me that was like, no, they were 16 ounces, they pint jars. But for 12 of them, $19, that's a lot of money to me. Maybe that's not for somebody else. Maybe they don't, you know, I don't know what this prices are in other places, but I know that's quite high, you know. And the stores that normally have cheap things, you know, where the stuff is cheaper, that's why people go there. Those prices are gone up in those stores as well. All these, you know, all the stores. So I say that to say this. If you haven't gotten any food and water in your house, got some canned goods and some water in your house, and you waited for the last minute, I sure hope that you do have some money set aside or something like that, that you can now go back and get that stuff. You're going to pay more for it. But it's better late than never to have something. Yeah. See, a lot of people, I'm not one of those that have these prepper things where you have a bunch of this, a bunch of that, and you know what I'm looking at with copying with the prep. But you know what? When those preppers were out and about and teaching people, and even those that have, you know, teaching you to do the gardening and all that, a lot of people wave their hand at them and call them conspiracy theorists for people that was trying to do. And those that were hearing from the Lord, oh, well, y'all shut us down. Like, really, everything we have to say is something bad in your eyes. Because we don't go with the narrative of everybody else. We don't follow the mass, you know. But now that everything is out in the open, you even have now your president telling you, presidents not only here, but in other countries too, telling them, their consumers, to get some food. But you see, the others in other places, other countries told their people before ours. Our president told us at the last minute. He telling us at the last minute when everything is already up the roof and, you know, out of the stores and already up the market. But see, we didn't wait on him. And if you had any sense, you wouldn't have waited on him either. You know, Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And I mean, many are destroyed because they do not listen. They don't hear. When the Lord is speaking, they don't hear. They only hear when the government and them speak or the news media tell them something. Then they hear. Other than that, they don't hear. Because when we say something, it's like we're lying. And that's pretty sad. Really sad. And you don't want to listen to a stranger before you listen to your own. But that's the way it is. That's like the Lord said. A prophet has no honor in his own country. He's not lying. He not lying. I'm not calling myself a prophet. No, I'm just saying. That's what the Lord said. So I'm just saying, with that being said, I sure hope you people are taking heed. And for all of you, you know, a lot of people were getting those child care tax credits. If you have children, you will be receiving checks. I sure hope you use that money wisely. I hope you one of them that will stand in line and get them $300 sneakers, like I saw the little girl the other day, where in Manhattan, where they snatched the little girl, beat the girl up, took $300 pair of sneakers off her feet, and took them off because they can, and hung them up on lampposts, and took her cell phone. Listen, I know you parents want your kids to have everything that come out, but the Lord didn't tell you that. He said train a child up in the way that it should go. who will not depart from it. He didn't say give them everything that you didn't have. He didn't say that. He ain't say spare the rod and spoil the child either. So for all of you that's going to buy them kids them $300, when I saw that, I was outraged to see that somebody had the time. They jumped on this girl to take her shoes off her feet and take her phone from her. I don't know the whole story, but the girl said that she didn't even know why they jumped on her. Well, I don't know. But you have the haves and you have the have-nots. And a lot of the time, people don't take well to you getting something and then you'll smile it in their face. People don't have the same mentality. A lot of people don't have that mentality they used to have where you got your thing, they got theirs, and it was satisfied, and they were grateful, because that's where you should be. I don't care if you don't get what somebody else has. Be grateful for what you have. Count your blessings. People don't understand that. A lot of people are ungrateful today. If they don't get what Gianni has, then they ain't satisfied. If they don't get what all the Joneses have, they ain't satisfied. And the parents are just as bad because they got to have the latest of everything. Everything that comes out, they got to have it. The systems, the gaming systems, the latest toys, the latest shoes, at all costs. Sometimes they got their money that they got to pay their bill with. And Johnny ain't happy because Johnny ain't get the latest sneakers. And he like, I ain't going to do this, I ain't going to do that. I need those shoes. And yeah, what a parent do? Instead of paying that bill, you put that bill off, then you go and get them sneakers. Now, I know that parent that wasn't looking forward to them taking them shoes off her feet or even taking that cell phone from her. He said, I ain't going back to school. That's not the answer. The answer is you take your butt back to school, but you humble yourself, tell the Lord thank you that you still have your life, because a lot of people didn't keep their life when they jumped on like that. When people jump on them like that, you know what I'm saying? I watched them beat. I said, that's a shame. It should not have happened. It should not have happened. You should have a right to get what you want without somebody taking something from you. They have to earn what they get. But you do have to understand, we're not living in the same times we used to live in. We're living in the last days. You think they come and take them sneakers, there's going to be more to it than that. Just like people were running and taking people's groceries and so forth. People better wake up and wake up fast. If you went and bought all of them, take that money that was blessed, that you were blessed by your children. The Lord always said the children were a blessing, right? If you took all that money that the Lord was blessed you with for your children's sake, and you took that money and you bought things with it, you didn't buy them food and you didn't buy them necessities that they will have to survive, then now that the stuff is about to hit the fan, maybe you can go sell some of that stuff and get some money and buy the things you need. Or you can sit back and maybe you can be able to eat that stuff when the time comes for when the stuff hit the fan. Maybe you can start eating that stuff. Maybe by the time you finish eating the whole TV or eating them shoes and the rubber to the shoes and everything, excuse me, I don't mean to be real, but that's what it is. Because now you're going to take them shoes that you done paid $300 for, that is no good for nothing, but to put on your foot. Vanity. All this vanity and vexation of the spirit. Our people better wake up, because our people are destroyed. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, the Lord said. And you know he ain't never lied. God, the truth, and every man a liar. I say this. Wake up, people, and wake up fast. That's a warning. It's in love that I say what I say. Y'all be safe out there, because they walk amongst you. Love you. You all have yourself a beautiful, blessed day. And be safe out there. God bless you. Children of all ages, we love you all. God loves you more. Bye-bye.